Hi, I'm Yannick Hanfman.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
This is Sebastian Wolfner.
It's Marc-Andrea Whistler.
I am Francisco Cerundolo.
And you're listening to the Game to Love podcast. Hopefully you enjoy it.
Novak Djokovic comes in, he steals the title, he wins the 23rd Grand Slam. He's the first guy in history to win 23 Grand Slams.
Alcaraz is going to win Roland Garros this year. He wants to be the greatest player. He wants to emulate some of the big goats of the game. I think Iga's going to win Roland Garros and win it back to back. It doesn't happen often.
Iga Swiatek, who's going to be picking up her third, and in the men's, Daniel Medvedev.
Rude winning Roland Garros. Ostapenko is going to get her second Roland Garros title.
Carlos Alcaraz is going to win the men's side. Iga Swiatek is going to win on the women's.
Daniil Medvedev and Jessica Pegula will bring home the trophy this year.
Novak Djokovic clinching his 23rd. And then on the women's side, we're going for Ostapenko.
On the women's side, been on fire, has won titles on every surface. Her name is Elena Rybakina. And on the men's, Carlos Alcaraz will win his first French Open.
Novak Djokovic is the 2023 Roland Garros champion.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to round two action in France, Paris, France, where the French Open is happening. Roland Garros, we got world number 7 from Tunisia, Ons JABEUR, facing world number, let me just double check it to make positive I'm right, 122, Oceane, DODIN of France. The match has just begun. We have the first point going to Ons JABEUR. My name is Cubby, folks. Thank you for joining me on another Game to Love tennis podcast, live play-by-play stream. Of course, we're in Grand Slam season, and I'm going to need your predictions, and you're going to get my predictions right after this, and then we'll get into the chat. Also, folks, before I forget, please do hit like on this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. That way you'll be notified as to when all of our videos are dropping, and we have a whole bunch because as I said, we are in the middle of Grand Slam season. Clay courts, baby. All right, let's get your predictions. You'll get mine, and then we'll get into the play-by-play. All right, so Ons JABEUR is up 30-15 here on her first service game of the match. What is it? It's 8:30 here a.m. in Vancouver, BC, where I am. So I'm just waking up, getting myself in the groove. A nice ace out wide from Ons JABEUR. So just a little bit of a setup for you. These players have never met before. DODIN, she is 0-5 in her career in second rounds at majors. So she's trying to make it further than she ever has in her career. Some other stats for you to know. Ons JABEUR has not lost to a player outside of the top 100 in a Grand Slam since the 2018 Roland Garros qualifiers. So in my opinion, or in my estimation, based on all of that, I'm going to go ahead and say Ons JABEUR is going to take this one in straight sets. Also, DODIN, not the hottest record on clay. She has a 3-6 record on clay this year. She has made 5 ITF hard court finals, but clay is not her favorite surface. So, and Ons JABEUR is very comfortable on the clay. So, yes, I'm going to go ahead and say straight sets for the Tunisian Ons JABEUR. And let me know what you think. We got Ted Nervander, my friend from Finland, saying DODIN wins 6-4, 6-2. So, straight sets for the French woman. And then we also got Game to Love. Join our Patreon, folks. There, right on the screen is the link. Also, join the tennis podcast as well. Boom, YouTube membership. There is the link for y'all, folks. We've got some people in the house. We've got Lamjad, Trabelsi, very cool name. We have Lobna. Welcome, Lobna, and Hasib. Snail's in the house. Well, welcome, my friend. My bro from Mumbai. We got. By the way, I've never seen DODIN before. Man, she is a pretty lady. We got Ellie in Vegas. Big hello from Vegas. Welcome, Ellie. Back-to-back days having you in the chat. Great to have you. We've got Snail saying Ons JABEUR gonna take it 6-3, 7-6 and 7-2 specifically in the second set tiebreak. Love it, Snail. Good prediction there. Snail, how are you feeling about Jannik Sinner? He is in a tough fifth set. I don't know what's going on because I've been setting up this match, but I was watching it before. The end of that fourth set was crazy. Let's take a look here. So, yeah, it looks like they're on serve. Altmaier serving at 2-3 in the fifth set. So we'll keep you guys posted on that, but that's a big potential result. Hoping Sinner makes it through, but Altmaier pushed him to 5 sets at the U.S. Open about 8 months ago. On Sinner's run where he made it to the quarters, dropping that epic match to eventual champion Carlitos. All right, here's Dodin. First service. First serve is a good one out wide, but Jabeur cross-court return, and it was so sharp of an angle that Dodin couldn't even. She reached for it, but couldn't hit it. Clean winner. So Jabeur takes the first point on the Dodin serve. Okay, here we go. Love 15. First serve is good. Return up the middle from Jabeur. Dodin with a forehand cross court. Block back Jabeur. Now drop shot from Dodin. Jabeur gets to it, pushes it cross court. Dodin pushes that up the line, and she wins the point. Nice little cat and mouse point early in this match. 15-all here. So good variety. You got a drop shot from Dodin, and then she had to kind of run over after Ons JABEUR pushed that drop shot out. She tried to push it as wide as she could, but Dodin was there. Good positioning there. 15-all. Here we go. And first serve is wide. Snail saying, as much belief as I have for Sinner, I am already worried for Sinner playing a 5-setter early. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it could be good for a player. Sometimes it can be tough. It could be good for players who have had like an easy ride, meaning like, straight sets. They haven't really faced any adversity yet. So it's good to face a 5-setter in that regard. But in Sinner's case, I'm not sure. Like I think I agree with you here, Snail. I think Sinner, the more he goes with 5-setters, the tougher I think it's going to be for him. So yeah, let's see what happens there. But very, very curious to see. And Altmaier's a good player too. I mean, we got to give him some credit. Obviously, Sinner is higher ranked and is the better player, but. Like I said, Altmaier did push him to 5 sets in the U.S. Open. All right, so Jabeur goes wide on the inside-out forehand, and Dodin now 30-all on her serve. Rocking Nike and Imperio Armani, a little mix. We'll get into the outfits in a second here. We have Min Chi. Welcome, Min Chi. How are you? Wave right back to you. Thank you so much for joining the chat. I don't think it's good for Sinner to face a 5-setter. Yeah, I think I might agree with you there, Snail. He's one of those players where you don't want, like, if you're a fan of his, drop shot off the return, beautifully done from Jabeur, and Dodin didn't even try for that one. She knew it was hit too perfectly, and so now we have our first break point opportunity of the match goes to the Tunisian. Can she convert? Let's find out. She's rocking all orange, wearing the lotto gear. Nice serve out wide, a chip back return. Lands in very deep. So we're neutralized the rally. Backhand Jabeur, backhand Dodin, backhand slice Jabeur. Now forehand Dodin, cross court, forehand Jabeur, forehand Dodin. It's a nice one. And it's a cross court ripper from Dodin. Jabeur got a racket on it, but could not handle it, and it dumps into the net. So good save of the first break point for Dodin. Now, what is Dodin wearing? Well, she's wearing a black Nike visor. She's got long brown hair. She's got pretty much an all black Imperio Armani dress. No wristbands. And she's got white socks and black and white shoes. The back heel is white of her shoes. The rest is black. Oh, wow. She completely hit a haywire second serve. That second serve was long by about 6 feet from Dodin. So we have another breakpoint opportunity now for Ons JABEUR. Daria's in the house. Both of my buddies from Mumbai. Have you seen Andreeva, 16-year-old in the third round? Yeah, another 6-2, 6-1 victory. She is the real deal, folks. She really, truly might be the real deal. I'm actually really bummed because all of her matches so far in the tournament have started when it's like 2, 3 in the morning for me. So I haven't actually been able to watch, but I've been following her. Unbelievable. Most people are glued to the Sinner match. Yes, I can see why. A fifth setter, and they're tied at 3. So we're as even as you can be. 2 sets apiece, 3 games apiece. Sinner now serving. They're on serve there in the 5th set. So I'm going to continue to give you updates from there and the rest of the place. So second serve at deuce now. Dodin with a nice backhand cross court, slice from Jabeur, and Dodin. Oh God, she had an easy put away. The Jabeur drop shot was a high one, not a great drop shot. Dodin got there in plenty of time. The ball bounced high. She contacted the ball above the height of the net, but she pushed it about 2 feet long into the open space. So maybe a little bit of nerves. The 122nd seed. She is at home in France, but she's not used to playing these bigger matches. As mentioned before, she's only made it past the first round in Paris once. So in 2017, she beat Camilla Giorgi in the first round, and then she won in the first round this year. So those are her only 2 wins. She has 7 losses. Also not too great on the clay. She's only 3 wins and 6 losses this year. So Ons JABEUR had a very routine forehand, just pushes it long. So another breakpoint save from Dodin, or by Dodin, I should say. And deuce number 3 on the way. Okay, let's see here. Snehal, in my opinion, if you have to go 5 sets, the opponent should be actually good and not at least till the 3rd round for Sinner, because he will have a tough 4th round anyways versus Vereva Kratza. No, everything you're saying is totally right, Snehal. Definitely these another drop shot off of the serve, and it's another clean winner from Jabeur. Just a nice little, beautiful. Dodin recognized right away. I'm not going to get to that, and didn't even try. So 3rd break point now, opportunity. You're right. Everything you're saying, the earlier the rounds, you want to get through them quickly, right? For sure. And it doesn't bode well for Sinner. But I will say Altmaier is a little bit he's a better than average opponent. Not an easy draw for Sinner there, but definitely expected to win. But Altmaier is a formidable opponent. But yeah, you're right. What's going on in Karatsev Tiafoe? Well, let me tell you, folks. Tiafoe Karatsev. Tiafoe has just taken set number 2, so it is 2 sets to 1, and it looks like it just ended. Nice serve up the tee from Dodin at deuce, and then the return from Jabeur is a backhand that goes long. And game point now for Dodin. It's been a really long game. 11 minutes into this match so far, and I believe around 8 minutes or 7 minutes for this game alone. Here we go. Nice serve up the tee, return up the middle, backhand Dodin, backhand slice Jabeur. It's a drop shot, actually, and Dodin gets to that, pushes it cross court, and then easy put away by Jabeur as she pushes that into the hugely wide open court. And nice tactical play there, bringing in Dodin, and then good positioning to cut off the cross-court redrop from Dodin. All right, so back to deuce here, folks. Very long game, as mentioned. Kyrgios once said only Grand Slams are important. Yeah, I mean, and then look at the big 3 in the ends of their career. They all say the same thing. They're what they do is basically set themselves up for Grand Slam. So they're not worried about 250s, 500s. Masters, there are some rules and regulations where you're required to go. So some of the older players, they have to go to some, but they also have some exemption status. So, like, for example, if Rafa doesn't want to go to a Masters 1000, he doesn't have to. He can use his experience. I think there's some clause if, like, by your age or how much you've done. So a lot of these players, these top players, all they're doing is they're just trying to rack up as many Grand Slam results as possible. And so what they do is they're not worried about the other tournaments. They're just trying to set it up so that they are in form heading into a Grand Slam. Altmaier breaks. Wow. Thank you, Daria. Snehal, do you play as well? And where, if so? Because you're both in Mumbai. You guys should play. Sinner broken. That might be the end. No, Daria, I don't play. Alcaraz saved if no sinner. I am a professional badminton player. Very, very good. By the way, folks, Dodin does hold. So good, gutsy hold. Don't have a Dodin button, unfortunately. Actually, you know what? Ben made one. So, even though it's a little late, we're already into game number 3. I'm going to play the Dodin button. A great 8-minute hold for the French woman. All right. So good job, Ben. I'm pretty sure he made that just this morning, or well, for him in the afternoon. But yeah, so we do have the Dodin button. All right. So Ons JABEUR now 30 love on her serve, having a little bit of an easier time. Well, of course, as soon as I say that, she double faults. And so now it's 30-15. So what is Ons JABEUR wearing? Well, she's wearing Lotto. So she's got a headband, which is a mix of colors, orange, red, peach, and then the Lotto logo on the front. So it's a headband with the wrapping around the back. And then her shirt also is the same. It has red tones with a mix of from orange to peach, everything in between, just a bunch of different kind of colors there. And then she's got a burgundy skirt, white socks, white shoes, and she's rocking orange wristbands on either side. So there you go. That is what Ons JABEUR is rocking. JABEUR was out, but it was returned by Dodin, and JABEUR just kicked it out of midair. She does that a lot. She's a soccer fan, and she also does a lot of nice backhand ripper up the line. It's a winner from Dodin. Or they're calling it, and now the umpire comes out of her chair and calls it out. So Dodin was walking back with a little strut, like, oh yeah, I just hit a winner, and then boom, the umpire says, no, sorry, I have to recant that decision from our lines person. And it is now game point for JABEUR. So unfortunate there, but it seems like the right call was made. First serve, JABEUR is into the net. So second serve. On the way, there it is. Backhand return. Now forehand JABEUR. Forehand Dodin goes long, and it's a pretty easy hold for her, folks. It's her. Who am I talking about?
It's her, it's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons JABEUR, JABEUR. We're talking about Ons JABEUR. We're talking about Ons JABEUR.
Okay, so we got Shafiwa in the house. Great to have you, my friend. Sinner is really at it against Daniel Altmaier. Runa got a walkover, so will be fresh next match. Yes, he will. Daria, nice, Snehal. Sounds good. Where do you play? Talking in regards to badminton. I did not know that Snehal is a professional badminton player. That is so cool. Sinner is still on a tough 5th set. I actually this is from Snehal, I actually want to play tennis so badly, but I've spent so much time playing badminton, cricket, and football. Never got time for tennis. Give it a try if you can. It's a great game. Love the fashion descriptions. Thank you, Ellie. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's one of my favorite things to do. Wimbledon's going to be boring. I'm just going to be telling everyone that everyone's wearing white. But other than that, yeah, it's one of my kind of fun things to do here. I'm glad people are enjoying it. Oh, JABEUR with a Dodin makes her way in serve and volley, but JABEUR with a very nice backhand slice that dipped right after it goes over the net, and Dodin couldn't handle that. Tried to do a half volley, but flubbed it, and it's love 15. Here we go. All right, serve is good. Now we got forehand inside out JABEUR, backhand chop from Dodin. Now JABEUR makes her way to the net. Dodin tries to pass her, but beautiful drop volley on the run from JABEUR. She guessed. She was kind of in the middle, and she had to guess where Dodin was going to go. She guessed correctly. She went to her own right, and that's where Dodin was going. She cuts it off and beautifully places that into the open court on the drop volley. I don't think Coco will beat Andreeva if they meet. I agree with you, Shafio. I think Mira Andreeva might only get beaten by the big 3. Like, her results are just crazy. Still really excited to see her play a full match. So very curious to see. Every once in a while, a teenager comes out. Look at last year, Runa Alcaraz on the men's side. On the women's side, they generally can start younger. Hingis, Bianca, Emma Raducanu, all these players, in their teens. Totally lost my train of thought there. I don't know why I was talking about all that stuff, but I was just talking about how on the women's side, young teenagers can come in and make a splash. Every few years, maybe every 8 or 9 years, you'll find one. Coco was one of the last ones when she was 14 or 15 at Wimbledon, and she made it to the third round there. Okay. Daria asking, what is your favorite slam, Covey, and why? Honestly, it's the U.S. Open mainly because it's the easiest time zone for me. And I also, I just like the cleanliness of the hard court, So I'm going to go ahead and say the U.S. Open is my favorite. I also really love how crazy the crowd can get, night matches, things like that. Loved watching Roger play some night matches there. Loved watching Sampras win his very final tennis match there in the U.S. Open final. So, some great memories. Last year, of course, the Sinner Alcaraz match really sticks out to me. I've mentioned it so many times on my streams as one of the best matches, along with Runa and Djokovic in Paris-Bercy. That was also one of my favorite matches of the year. So, hard court and U.S. Open, I'd say, is my favorite. And it's a lot of it does have to do with the fact that, Wimbledon, starts in the middle of the night for me. French Open starts in the middle of the night for me. And Jabeur gets the break, folks. It is Dodin was serving at 30-40, and after a little bit of a rally, Dodin goes long, and we have our first break of the match, and it goes to the Tunisian, Ons JABEUR. Okay, what about you, Daria? Let me know what your favorite slam is. Curious to know. All right, so Jabeur serving here at 3-1 up a break. Ooh, nice little chop on the +1. Another forehand chop. This one goes into the net from Jabeur. So if you don't watch Ons JABEUR very much, she has very crafty hand skills. She'll do a forehand slice. She'll do a backhand slice. She'll do a forehand drop shot. She'll do a backhand drop shot. Or she'll do a forehand topspin backhand top. She has all of it in her arsenal, and she has a very creative shot selection. So a lot of fun to watch if you're looking for someone who's not a typical player, who uses cuts and curves in creative ways. It's also one of the reasons why I really want to watch Ons JABEUR. She's probably one of the top 3 or 4 players on the women's side that I really want to watch live. And it's specifically because of those really creative hand skills. Nice little, there you go, a beautiful backhand chop just there that she did, and it landed right on the baseline. So there's another example of her really crafty hand skills. Dodin, I think that skidded off the line. Dodin just couldn't handle it. So it is 15 all. All right, so Sinner is just done. The 2 match points he wasted could be costly. Yes, Nahil, all the best for that. Since you are in Mumbai, let's catch up, see some match. I am practicing dentist from Mumbai. There you go. You get your teeth fixed. Snehal from Daria. Pickleball, the fastest growing sport in the U.S., a combination of tennis and badminton. It's insanely popular at my gym. Ellie, I've been playing pickleball for the last 9 straight days. Been trying to get myself back into good shape, like proper sport shape. And so pickleball has been the easiest for me because the infrastructure here in Vancouver is already set up, meaning I don't have to call a friend. There's always people, as long as it's sunny, which it is all summer. There's always people there from morning till night. I just have to show up with my paddle, and there's always games. You don't have to call anyone and set up a time. Stay as long as you want. Doesn't cost anything. It's beautiful. I love it. Do you play as well, Ellie? Because I know in the US it's huge. I heard there's a billionaire from Arizona who's purchasing 50 malls, like abandoned malls in the US, and turning them all into pickleball facilities. So that's going to be huge. Just want someone to beat Runa from that side of the draw. I'm kind of hoping for a Runa final against maybe Djokovic or Alcaraz. I would love to see that. I think that would be a really high quality final. I also think Alcaraz Sinner would be a great final. I don't think Djokovic Sinner would. I think Djokovic would take Sinner. I think he still kind of has the mental game on Sinner. Nice job from Ons JABEUR. She's down 15-40, so double break point. But she does a serve and volley, and her third shot was a overhead slam that she put away. Nicely done. So 30-40, but good pressure from Dodin, trying to get the break right back. Yvonne Lendl used to say, the toughest 2 times to hold in tennis are right after you've broken your opponent and then you're serving next. And the other hardest time is to serve out a match. So one of those situations, Ons JABEUR is in, as she has just broken her opponent and she's trying to consolidate. Oh, it's a double fault, and it's a bad one. Double fault by about 2 feet or more. And we do have the break back, and we're back on serve. Dodin, good effort there. Why is Sinner in trouble for Alcaraz? I wonder. You know, some players just have each other's. They sometimes one player does just really well against certain players. I mean, like if you look at Sinner versus Medvedev, Sinner is 0-6 against Medvedev. And then you look at Alcaraz, for example. Alcaraz, he's played him twice. Once he played him like 3 years ago in Wimbledon when he was like 17 years old. And then the last time he played him was the Indian Wells final. And Alcaraz just destroyed Medvedev. So there you have Medvedev 6 wins and no losses against Sinner, and now in that one, again, it's only 1 against Alcaraz, but Alcaraz, pretty badly beat him in a final as well. So it was high stakes. So some players just have the other player's number. This is how it goes. Sinner and Karatsev almost out. Sinner's the only player who recently defeated Alcaraz, says Nature Explorer. Yes. Well, there's also the Hungarian kid. Who's the guy who beat him in Rome in the second round? I'm drawing a blank on his name. Morozin, the Hungarian player. So that was the latest win against Carlos Alcaraz. There was a rather bitchy ladies pickleball crew at my gym. They take it to unbelievably competitive levels. Yeah, it is definitely one of those games. The skills in the game are it's so easy to just pick up a paddle and play for the first time, but it's hard to master. So you know what I mean? So that's pickleball in a nutshell. Easy to start playing and pick up, difficult to master. And then the people who are addicted are very addicted. They're always all about it, trying to go out 2-3 times a day. Yeah, definitely some people are going crazy on the pickleball craze. Another drop shot return from Ons JABEUR. And it was 30-love for Dodin. Now it's 30-15. But that's the 3rd time now she's done a drop shot return winner that Dodin hasn't even tried to go for. So I wonder if she's going to keep going for that, or she's also hitting them really perfectly. They're just barely going over the net. Not every drop shot is perfect or a good one, but the 3 that she's done on the returns have been just perfect. All right, here's a second serve. Oh, JABEUR this time tries to do the opposite and pulverize the ball, but she got a little too eager and just ripped it long by a few feet there. So Dodin's got a couple game points, 40-15. All right, so folks, I'm gonna go back and forth with Sinner here. So now Altmaier is serving for the match, folks, but he's down 15-40. So Sinner has double break point opportunity. But yeah, wow, Altmaier now serving again at 5-4, but he's down 15-40. I'll keep you posted on that as much as I can. JABEUR with another drop shot, this one off of a rally, and another Dodin non-attempt to chase it down. And now it is 40-30 on the Dodin serve. So JABEUR is just racking up points, winners off these drop shots. Okay. Ooh, first serve is a let, bounces high off the tape, but lands in the box. So another first serve for Dodin. Okay, so Altmaier now 30-40. So he has saved one of the break points. Nice serve out wide from Dodin. Jabeur with a desperation backhand. She pops it up. And Dodin, oh man, she's swinging volley at the net on the short ball lob. And she hits it wide. Another easy point for Dodin that she has flubbed. Unfortunate for the French woman. And now we had a couple game points, 40-15. We're at deuce. First serve is a fault from Dodin. Oh, Altmaier has saved another break point. So it's now deuce in that 5-4 game. Now Altmaier 2 points away from a spot in round 3. That would be a massive upset, folks. Ooh, Jabeur on her second shot. So her first shot was a cross-court return. The second shot was an inside out to the other side, and it's a clean winner. So Jabeur with a break point advantage for the Tunisian here on the Dodin serve. Nice serve from Dodin. Oh, and it's a short return. Dodin steps in, but she flubs that one and hits it into the net. Another break for Ons JABEUR. Second time she's been up a break here in this first set. All right, folks. So still deuce in the Altmaier-Sinner match. Altmaier is serving for the match. He's 2 points away from a huge upset against Sinner. Will it happen? And Ons JABEUR here, first serve in game number 7. So she's up a break 4-2 in the first set. And second serve is good. Backhand return, Dodin. Backhand JABEUR. Backhand slice, Dodin. Now she makes her way to the net. JABEUR tries to cross, but Dodin at the net puts it away easily on the volley. Love Christine. And Sinner with the advantage, folks, now. So it is another breakpoint opportunity for Jannik Sinner to stay in the match. Altmaier trying to serve it out. Again, what did I say? Lendl saying the hardest thing to do is serve out a match. One of the two hardest service times. Altmaier is going to have some bad nightmares if he does not finish this game. Okay, backhand return from Dodin. Now we got a backhand chip from JABEUR, swinging volley from Dodin, and it's called out. Dodin doesn't really put up a fight. She looked like she was going to say, "Are you sure?" But then she just kind of walked back. So the call was called out, and it stands, and it's now 15-all. Again, we're still at advantage Sinner. I'm only looking at the score. I'm obviously not watching this match, so I can only update once the scores update. But another serve out wide from JABEUR, and I think it kind of skipped weird off the clay and a mishit from Dodin. So now 30-15 on JABEUR, and Sinner has broken, folks. No, Sinner stays alive. No offense to this match that I'm calling, but I would love to watch that one as well. All right, here we go. On JABEUR at 30-15. Nice serve. Backhand return from Dodin. Nice and deep. And then the backhand from JABEUR called wide, but the umpires come. Yep, and she agrees it is wide, showing JABEUR by about this much. And Hawkeye agrees as well. So it's always good when the umpire and Hawkeye agree. Hello, Manor. Welcome. How are you doing? Israel's finest, folks. This is our Manor Sapphire. Varia Sinner is playing amazing, guys. Can he get back? Who is crowd with anyone? Who's with the crowd? I'm not sure. Not watching that one, my friend. Sinner went into God mode. Sinner is back. Wahoo! What points? Just loved it, man. Again, missing it. Finally, Sinner draws level. Your stream is slow. He is back. Not sure what that means. I am watching that match. He played an absolutely ridiculous return game. Absolutely crazy. Oh, man. Oh, JABEUR with another drop shot. And it's another winner, and it's another chance or another time when Dodin doesn't even go for it. And another game point for Ons JABEUR at 40-30 here. I doubt Daniel Altmaier is going out quietly, says Shafua. I know Snehal. That's too good. Well, that's good to see because I love Jannik Sinner when he is playing high-level tennis, folks. Oh, gosh. Well, Sinner's serving again, and it's Altmaier's won the first 2 points. It's now love 30 on the Sinner serve. Okay, folks, so Ons JABEUR has held, and it is a consolidation as well. So we're going to hit that button. All right, folks, so Ons JABEUR is up 5-2. When we come back from the changeover, Oceane DODIN is going to be serving to stay in this first set. All right, I'm going to run through some scores on the women's side today. We had American Day beating Madison Keys in 3 sets. We had Elena Rybakina taking out Noskova in straight sets. Schmidlova over Bolsova Zadoinov of Spain. That was in straight sets. Haddad Maya over Diana Schneider in 3. Sorribes Tormo over Petra Martic in straights. We had Jinyu Wang over Rebecca Peterson in straights. We had Cocciaretto over Waltert in straights. Andreeva over Diane Perry in straights. We had Bernarda Pera taking out Donna Vekic, another upset there. In 3, we had Iga with a 6-4, 6-love victory over Claire Liu. Alexandrova over Friedsam, straight sets. Currently, Paulini and Danilovic. Danilovic is up a set, but down a break in the second set. And JABEUR, of course, is up 5-2 here. And she has won the first point of this 8th game here in the first set. All right, so Dodin under some pressure now. Serve is good up the middle. Return JABEUR. Backhand Dodin. Oh, it's a ripper from Dodin. And JABEUR could not handle that. That had a lot of pace. Oof. Yeah, that was a beautifully struck backhand. Just got all of it. Super flat, no spin at all. Okay, 15 all here. Dodin again serving to stay in this first set. Good serve, backhand return with a nice angle. Dodin almost hits a winner up the line, but it lands just in the alley, about an inch wide. So JABEUR now 2 points away from a 1-set-to-love lead. All right, let's get back into that other match as well. It looks, where are we here? So Sinner is down a double break here. He's serving at 50. Oh, and he's just broken. So Altmaier, for the second straight service game, has a chance to serve out the match. Can he do it? There's going to be a changeover, so it'll be about 90 seconds before they start there. So here we are, Dodin trying to stay in this first set. She is down 2-5. It's 30 all here in game number 8. Nice serve. Oh, no, it's called wide. A little late there. And here's a second serve. Oh, my gosh, about 3 feet long. And that sets up our first set point of the day here in this match. So it is now 30-40. JABEUR just 1 point away. Covey dude, just shift to Sinner's match. You can take a vote and poll here. That's funny. No, I can't do that, guys. It's that's very funny. No, I'm assigned to this one. I got to do this one, guys. But I do love the sentiment. I just love how tennis crazy we all are, and we're all over it. It brings joy to my face. All right, Dodin saves 1 break point. We're back to deuce here, back to level. First serve is long, so another second serve on the way. Covey, if Sinner comes through this physically, it might be brutal, but now I feel like mentally it could be such a boost. Yeah, see, those are the things. That's what I'm talking about. Like, when you make it through a 5-setter, like you show adversity and you come out of it. A double fault here from Dodin. So just a crazy haywire. They hit a crazy winner and then a double fault and then another good winner, and then JABEUR hits a slice winner or a drop shot winner. There's a lot of action going on in this one. Another set point, second one for JABEUR, advantage for the Tunisian. And another first serve fault from Dodin, so another second serve on the way. Here we go. Second serve is good. Now, forehand JABEUR, forehand Dodin, and it's wide. First set goes to the Tunisian. Ons JABEUR takes it, folks. She's takes it 6-2. She is up 1 set to love.
It's her, it's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons JABEUR. Talking about Ons JABEUR. We're talking about Ons JABEUR. We're talking about Ons JABEUR.
Okay, folks, so I've opened up a second window, and the second window has the match that you guys all want to see. So until our match comes back, I'll just call a little bit. So Altmaier, folks. Oh my goodness, folks. Altmaier is up 40-15. It's double match point. So a massive upset brewing here on Suzanne. No, is it Philippe Chatrier? Where are they playing? I'm not sure which court they're playing on. Anyways, Altmaier has a double match point. He's serving at 40-15. Ooh, first serve is fault, just long. Here comes the second serve. Oh, it's a double fault at 40-15. So one match point squandered, and it's now a second match point. We're still on break. Ons JABEUR, of course, won the first set 6-2, and they're just watering the court there. So they're on their way back. Daniel Altmaier, folks, he had a chance to serve it out at 5-4, was broken. Now he has another chance at 6-5. This is his second match point. Serve is good. Sinner return is good. Now, forehand from Sinner. Forehand Altmaier, cross court. Forehand Sinner. Altmaier can't handle it. He hits it straight downward as he tries to chop it. And another match point saved from Jannik Sinner. Jannik Sinner had 2 match points as well in the last set. So this is a wild one, folks. Altmaier with his second chance to serve it out. And he's been, he had 2 match points, and Sinner on the return stops both of them. All right, folks. And I'm not sure what's going on in this DODIN match, but the players are still sitting down. I don't know if DODIN is going on a medical timeout. I can't really see. Fire! Oh my God, he almost had an ace, but it was called a let at deuce. Oh my goodness, it was a let. He hit an ace up the tee, but it tipped a little bit of the net there. Oh, okay, we're back. JABEUR's back, folks. Another let, so a third first serve coming up. All right, I'm going to go back and forth between these two because I think everyone is pretty much wants to know what's happening here in this Sinner match now. So I think we kind of have to. It is 6-5 for Altmaier. He's serving for the match. It is deuce, and it's a beautiful serve out wide. Sinner with a lob return overhead from Altmaier. And he pushes it to the backhand of Sinner, and he goes up the middle, and Altmaier at the net, drop volley, and sets up match point number 3. Oh, my heavens. 5 hours and 18 minutes in, folks. Altmaier has his third match point on his serve. Also, on our other match, we have Ons JABEUR serving first, and she's up 30 love here. Okay, folks, so here we go. Altmaier, third match point. Serve is wide. Man. Okay, here comes the second serve. Match point, Altmaier. Serve is good. Backhand return. Backhand Altmaier, cross court. Backhand Sinner. Backhand Altmaier up the line. Sinner, he lobs it. Altmaier with an overhead right back to Sinner, and then Sinner hits a forehand passing winner, bringing it back to deuce. What is happening, folks? This is absolute madness going on here in this match. Now we got 40 love for Ons JABEUR. Good serve. Return from DODIN. Now, second shot from DODIN is a forehand into the net. We have a game to love for Ons JABEUR to kick off this second set. Okay, folks, absolute madness going on. In our match here, Ons JABEUR is up a set, and she's up 1-love on serve in the second set. In this other match, I've just decided to call because it's on the very end. It's the fifth set, 6-5 for Altmaier, and it's deuce. He's serving for the match. He's had 3 match points, all of them saved by Sinner. We're into a rally. Forehand Altmaier, forehand Sinner, forehand Altmaier. It's a little, oh, he's lucky. He mishit it, but it still lands in. Now forehand Sinner, forehand Altmaier, backhand Sinner cross court, backhand Sinner, or Altmaier, backhand Sinner, backhand Altmaier into the net. And it sets up another break point for Yannick Sinner. Actually, I don't think he's had a break point in this game. So Sinner with a chance to push this into a 5th set tiebreaker. Okay, we're on our match. We have Dodin on serve, is up 15-love. Oops. No. That's not what we wanted. There we go. Oh, sorry, guys. I made a little error there. Okay. Trying to get... So, Altmaier, here we go. It's break point for Sinner. Altmaier's serve is good. Forehand return Sinner. And Altmaier makes his way to the net, and he puts away a volley at the net. Back to deuce. Oh, my goodness, folks. I cannot handle... This is absolute craziness. I mean, imagine being one of these players. The tension is just insane. All right, 15 all, and Dodin hits a double fault. So it is now 15-30. Okay, back to the Altmaier match. We're at deuce. Number, was it 3? I don't know, whatever. Anyways, we're in a crazy deuce here. Altmaier 2 points away from a spot in the 3rd round. Yannick Sinner trying to break and force a tie break. If it goes to a 5th set tie break, of course, it'll be a super tie break. So 1st to 10, not 7. Altmaier with a nice serve out wide. Sinner with the return, nice and deep. Forehand Altmaier, backhand Sinner, backhand slice Altmaier, and it goes long. And Sinner has another break point opportunity, folks. He is just refusing to die, and that's a great look. All right, Ons JABEUR now has a double break point on the Dodin serve, 15-40. Here we go. First serve is a let. Let's go back to the other one now. Still break point. Actually, no, here we go. Second serve, Dodin. Is good. Backhand return, JABEUR. Forehand, Dodin, cross court. Chopped back from JABEUR, bringing Dodin in. He redrops, but, oh, it was a really bad redrop, and JABEUR with the break, folks. Okay, folks, Sinner has the advantage on the Altmaier serve here. Altmaier serve is good. Forehand Sinner is wide. Another deuce. Sinner just scratching his head. What? I can't believe I missed that second serve. Easy forehand. Okay, folks, I've never experienced calling 2 matches at the same time. Oh yeah, by the way, that was a break from Ons JABEUR. Okay, Ons JABEUR goes forehand long on the first point of this 3rd game of the set. All right, Altmaier goes into the net on his first serve at deuce. Again, Altmaier 2 points away from a spot in the 3rd round. Second serve is a good one. Forehand return Sinner. Forehand Altmaier into the net. Sinner sets up another break point. And we had Dodin. It takes a love 30 lead on the JABEUR serve here with a second shot forehand winner up the line. Beautifully struck. All right, so JABEUR under a little bit of pressure. Serve is good. Dodin with the return. A chip shot from JABEUR lands in. Dodin, oh, she had the easy open court, but she put it right back to JABEUR, who puts it back in. All right, here's Altmaier serve is good. +1 forehand. Now Sinner, forehand, backhand Altmaier, backhand Sinner up the line. Forehand Altmaier. It's a lob. It's a short one. Sinner hits it right back to Altmaier. Another lob. Sinner with another lob at the net, or smash at the net. Another lob from Altmaier. This one lands deep. Sinner backs up. Forehand. Now they're both at the baseline. We got a forehand from Altmaier. It's a moon ball. Sinner with another forehand. Forehand from Altmaier makes way to the net. And Sinner goes wide and throws his racket in anger on the ground. And we're back to another deuce. Folks, I am having the best time of my life right now. Ons JABEUR back to 30 all. Wins a couple points, stamping that last point with an ace up the tee. Oh my goodness. You'd rarely see Sinner throw his racket. This is how much it means to him, folks. Ons JABEUR first serve is wide. So it's 40-30 game point JABEUR, second serve on the way. And it's a double fault. So Altmaier now, deuce. Again, I'm not even going to say it this time. I'm not going to say how many points he is from the match because it doesn't really matter. Every time I say it, it just goes back to deuce. Okay, Altmaier first serve is long. JABEUR serve is good. +1 is good. And then DODIN forehand into the net. Here comes the second serve. Altmaier, it's good. Forehand from Sinner. Now forehand Altmaier to the backhand of Sinner. Forehand Altmaier. Forehand Sinner. Backhand Altmaier. Nice and deep. Backhand Sinner. That goes long. And this is another match point. Another match point for Daniel Altmaier, the German. Woo. Okay, Ons JABEUR with the advantage as well. She's already up a break. 2-love in the second set. But DODIN with a forehand up the line, and she saves another game point back to deuce. Okay, Altmaier, folks, is advantage here. If he wins the match. Match point for Daniel Altmaier for, I believe, the 4th time. And it's an ace up the tee. Altmaier takes it in 5 hours and, gosh, I don't even know, 5 hours and 29 minutes. Huge, pretty big upset. Sinner was definitely mixed for a lot of people. A good embrace from both players. Obviously, Sinner's going to be annoyed. He had an epic 5-set loss in the last year there in the U.S. Open. Another epic 5-set loss here. Hopefully this is going to build his character, but real tough loss there for Jannik Sinner. And congratulations, Altmaier. He was down 2-1 in a gutsy performance. Took him 2 chances to serve it out. All right, back to our match here, folks. Thank you guys for doing the double here with me. Ons JABEUR now gets broken. Nice little rally, but she goes long, and DODIN breaks back. So instead of the consolidation, we have Okay. All right, folks, I've been neglecting you all in the chat for so long, but I hope you guys enjoyed that. Nature saying racket broken. No, didn't break it. He was just mad and threw it. No, JABEUR is playing better high-level tennis than DODIN. Yeah, I think I agree with you so far, but DODIN's just had, she's honestly set herself up for some really good points to put away, but just missed a few really easy putaways, especially early in the match. Advantage, Daniel. Sinner out finally, says Daria. Altmaier crying after the win. Yeah, it was a tough win. Unbelievable, very disappointing, but the only thing I would say is Clay, in my opinion, is Sinner's worst surface, and he doesn't like too many long rallies. I think I would agree with you there. And yeah, one of the reasons why I think that, and you also hit that with the long rallies, that's the key to that sentence, because when you make it physical against Sinner, that's when he's vulnerable. And you can make it physical more easily on clay than you can on hard and grass. So I agree with you there, Snehal. Bummer. I was really hoping for a nice run from Sinner. He's one of my favorite players in the world. But I also got to give credit to Altmaier. I didn't watch all the match, but I did see the end of the third set and this ending here, and he was really gutsy there. So, all right. So back on serve 1-2 in set number 2. DODIN is serving. She is down a set, but on serve at 1-2, and she's up 15-love. Good serve. Return up the middle. Now, forehand DODIN, forehand JABEUR, backhand DODIN, forehand JABEUR, forehand DODIN, cross court, forehand JABEUR up the line, backhand from DODIN. Now, backhand up the line into the open space from Ons JABEUR. Nicely played point and executed at the end well as well. So it is now 15 all. All right. There was nothing disappointing in terms of tennis here, unless you're a Sinner fan. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Shafiwa. It was a great little end to the match there. Covey, hey Covey and everyone, hello Max, our second Las Vegian person person from Las Vegas who's in the chat. 2 bummers in one day, Monfils, then Sinner. Yeah. Although technically for me in Vancouver, I got the Sinner news yesterday, and the Monfils news yesterday. So it was not in one day for me. There's the time zone differences. I'm sad that Sinner lost. Oh, Max, did you just tune in? Because I ended up calling the last 10 minutes of the Sinner match at the same time as I'm calling this match, because everyone in the chat was like, just call the match, man, which I thought was kind of hilarious. At first I resisted, but then I thought, give the people what they want. By the way, folks, if you have been enjoying this commentary, please do give a like to this video. We only have about 40 people in. We got about 17 likes, but we can double that like number right now. Please do hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and check in the description box. There's other ways you can support the channel. You can buy merch. You can join our Discord. You can chat with our commentators, things like that. So lots of cool things in there. All right, Dodin with a beautiful four. Oh my God, what defense from Ons JABEUR! Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. Ons JABEUR was running around like crazy. In the end, Dodin won the point, but wow, Ons JABEUR, so impressive with her movement. Dodin ripped the forehand cross court, which JABEUR barely got the squash shot back. Then she had to race all the way across the court, hit another backhand cross court. Then Dodin pushed that last ball up the line, which she raced backwards and got to, but couldn't get a handle on it to put it over the net. All right, game point for Dodin. Good effort here after being down love 2. Tries to go out wide, but it's just wide of the service box. Crowd is Danny. Holgeruna might take it. I woke up a while ago and I was looking at the scores of the match. Okay. Men's tennis at its best these past few days. Cap saying Jimmy loves life right now, and he best Altmaier. So did Dimitrov take out? Was it? Hold on a second. You know what, folks? Dodin does hold, by the way, so she consolidates her break, and it is 2-2 in the second set. Yes, he has lost. Tiafo won 3-1. Snail Cubby Ben himself couldn't resist calling the Sinner match during Iga. Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay, that's good to know. That makes me feel a little bit better. I mean, obviously, if someone tunes into this match for this match, it's supposed to do this match. But I'm glad I got to do both. It was a little bit wild and hectic, but I really loved the energy during those moments. Beautiful forehand winner cross court from Ons JABEUR on her +1 there. So it's 15-love. First serve into the net. Will Djokovic play in the final? That's a very good question, and it's one I don't know the answer to, and I'm very curious about. Yeah, good second serve up the middle. Dodin tried to rip it right back up the middle, but it goes into the net. 30-love, Ons JABEUR. Got the Hedgehog in the house with a thumbs up. And by the way, folks, please do give a thumbs up, a like to this video if you haven't yet. Nice serve from JABEUR. And, Dodin returns it long, but it almost hit Ons JABEUR. She had to jump out of the way or she would have lost the point. Very astute. There you go. From JABEUR. 40-love now for the Tunisian, looking to wrap up with a game to love. He will. Not an ace, but an unreturned serve up to tee, and it is a game to love and a goal for Ons JABEUR.
It's her, it's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons JABEUR. Talking about Ons JABEUR. We're talking about Ons JABEUR. Talking about Ons JABEUR.
Yeah, we are talking about her, folks. Her name is Ons JABEUR, and it's her. Okay. Ghosty in the house. Badminton players will occasionally chase and beat their opponents viciously. I love it. Interesting. But hey, good to have you, Uncle Ghosty, in the house as always. One of my favorites by far. Kravtsov losing is third bummer of the day of bummers for me, says Snehal. Unfortunate day for you, brother. I lost 4 whole pounds on Sinner. Yeah, right. Just sweating it out. Good to have you in the chat, Sean. One of our finest from England. We got Shafiwa. Tiafo just got away with it, to be honest. Karatsev had no answers. Ghost, what do you mean? What's the context? Yeah, and that's I'm curious as well, and the reason is because Snehal shared with us today. I learned that Snehal is a professional badminton player, so I thought it had something to do maybe with Snehal, but then I was like, but Ghost wasn't in the chat at that time. That was a while ago. Everyone forgets about Wield, the 172nd ranked player who took out number 2 Daniil Medvedev. Yeah. How's he doing, by the way? Did he win his match today? Let's see. Yes, he did. Over Argentine Pea, so Brazil over Argentina. And that was in 4 sets. We'll give you some scores in the next changeover. But right now, Dodin is serving and on serve at 2-3, and she's up 30 love as she hits a nice serve up the tee that comes unreturned. First Brazilian in 3rd round. There you go. Thank you for that. Hey, Sean, I know you wanted Sinner to win RG. Year after year, Sinner continues to not be able to live up to his promise. Now, does that sound familiar? You know, I asked yesterday, Cap, in my chat. I asked my chat during the match that I was calling. I said, look, how long before, say, like, how many times does, like, how many more Masters or Majors does Sinner not get a good result in before we start saying, okay, maybe this guy's just doesn't have it? I don't think he's going to be like that, but I'm just curious as to what people think. Like, if it's, say, by the end of next year, if he hasn't won at least a Masters or maybe gone to like a major final, I feel like that might be like okay, like, is this guy ever going to do it? But yeah, we were kind of thinking about that. So interesting that you brought that up. Sinner is still so erratic. I think I might have to come to terms with the fact that he's not as good as I want him to be. I still believe, Sean, and this is just me, that once he fully fills out into his man body, he's going to be able to handle the physicality of these matches. Clay court matches are more physical, as we know. So I still think that, I still want to see him in that fully kind of filled out body, because he still has he's still not fully filled out. He has a different body type than a lot of guys. Unfortunately for him, he's very lanky. So it takes longer for lankier guys to fill out. So that's one thing I'm still kind of looking at. But I understand your sentiment, Sean. And that's why I posed that question. Not because I want to see him not do well, but I'm just curious to see what people think in the sense of like how much leeway do we give him before we say, okay, this guy's turning into I don't know, Tsitsipas, or I mean, again, Tsitsipas not a bad player, but you know what I mean. So promise when year after year Djokovic was still dominating, so Sinner was not an option. Okay. Hey, Sean, thank you for the name. He will definitely do better on the faster courts. So yeah, I agree. Grass and hard court. Snehal was saying as well that he thinks, and I agree, that clay is his toughest surface. I wonder about that too, because 2 years ago everybody said he's the next best thing, and 2 years later he isn't. Yeah, and it doesn't help him. Oh, nice winner off of the return. A clean winner from Dodin. Forehand up the line. Whew. 30-all here on the Jabeur serve. 3-all in the second set. Yeah, and I think one of the things that has put extra pressure on him is Rune and Alcaraz now are coming up, and they're winning. They both are 2 years younger than him, and they both have won at least one Masters. I think Alcaraz won, 3 or 4? And Rune has won one, and he's been to 2 other finals. So he went to the finals in Monte Carlo, went to the finals in Rome, and then he won in Paris last year. So I think those guys who are a couple years younger, they're kind of pushing the development pace of Sinner somewhat, kind of like an invisible kind of pressure that he's feeling. But Sinner is not even losing to Djokovic, tournament in, tournament out. This is not a relevant comparison. Yeah, you could say that. I mean, the thing about Sinner is he doesn't have Alcaraz's number, but he knows how to play Alcaraz. And so I think people give him like extra love for that, and there is some truth to that, but he does need to be able to beat everybody else as well. Like Alcaraz can beat most other players, and he has a tough time against Sinner. Sinner has a tough time against everyone else, but he can beat Alcaraz. So it's kind of like the opposite there. All right, so Ons JABEUR now, advantage here. Can she sniff the end of this match? Let's see. We're only an hour and 3 minutes in. Dodin has put in a formidable performance, especially in the second set. She started down love 2, and she brought it back to even, and now we're at 3-all. Second serve, good. Backhand return, Dodin. And, JABEUR hit a backhand up the line. It goes off the tape, bounces up about 3 inches, and then lands on the Dodin side. No chance for the French woman, and it is now 4-3 Ons JABEUR. He's losing to everybody, yeah. So there you go. So, but the thing is, his overall level, I think, is considered to be a top 15, 10, 15 player. So, what happened here? What happened to my mouse? Sorry, folks, having a little technical difficulty. Not sure why my Bluetooth mouse just decided to kick the Bluetooth part out. Okay, we're back. All right. Yo, Ghosty, if you can hear me, I don't know if you've ever seen Oceane Dodin before, but man, she is a beautiful woman. She's a tall brunette, a French brunette, and she's the opponent right now of Ons JABEUR. I've never seen her before, but very impressive. We got Cedric in the house. What up, Cedric? Gobi Goat. Yeah, Gobi's over there having a nice snooze on the bed. Cap, don't get attached so much to one player. Not attached to Sinner, but I do follow his career. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Snehal. I also do my best not to get attached to players because, first of all, as a commentator, you try to be kind of neutral and call it fairly, you know? Like, obviously, people know that I'm an Alcaraz fan. I'm a fan of Djokovic. I'm a fan of Rybakina, like those people. So I'm going to, be excited for them when they win and whatnot, but try to keep it, very neutral in the sense where you don't let your emotions get in the way of what you're saying and how you're calling the match. Dodin with a not ideal start to the service game. She down love 30 after her +1 there was just 3 or 4 feet long on a regular rally ball. So maybe some nerves. I'm not sure. Nice serve up the tee. Backhand chip return JABEUR. Now beautiful up the line backhand from Dodin. So that's a little bit more like it. Marozsan was the last player to beat Alcaraz. I think that's what you're saying. Snehal saying, bye, Covey. I have to go. Take care, buddy. And good to know that you're a professional badminton player. Did not know that. That is really cool. Chipua saying, Noel started to show vulnerability and big 3 was in ending. You expect Sinner to have been more than that? As for Alcaraz, the asterisk still stands. Okay. All right, nice backhand from Dodin. Forehand JABEUR, forehand Dodin, forehand JABEUR, backhand Dodin. Nice one. Backhand JABEUR with a beautiful angle. And it is now 15-40, double break point. And Ons JABEUR just 5 points away from a date with someone in round 3. Who would it be? Well, let me just find that out for you, folks. Let's see. Oh, okay, we're into a rally here. Ooh, a couple of ripper forehands from Dodin, but good defense from JABEUR. Backhand slice. Now backhand up the line. Dodin, forehand cross court. JABEUR. Dodin. Oh, running forehand, but it was about an inch wide. That would have been another beautiful shot, but it was just wide. So, Ons JABEUR break, folks. And she doesn't even have any time to think because no changeover. We're going right into the next game. Ons JABEUR serving for the match. But first, a break play. Covey is neutral like Ghost is neutral about Jess Pagula. There you go. I like that's a good one, Sean. The very bottom quarterfinal slot is now insanely open. The highest seed left is Tiafo. I actually was going to pick Tiafo to go far in this one, but I ended up not fully doing my bracket. I forgot to do the one on the TNNS app. I think people are too quick to say players are not good enough. I know Sinner will win some trophies, just like I know Nunez will come good for LFC. Okay. I agree with you. I mean, we can't Jabeur now 30 love here, so she is just 2 points away from a spot in the third round. And again, I'm trying to find out who she would play. And she would play the winner of Paulini and Danilovic, which is still going on. Okay, Jabeur, 30 love, first serve is long. You're right, Cedric, though. I mean, I think we're like, we try to race to see if, is this guy good or not? Is this player good or not? And that race to label them is kind of unfair to them because some people are late bloomers. Well, folks, return goes long, and we have our first match point here.
Match point.
Ons JABEUR, folks. Ons JABEUR has 3 match points against the statuesque Oceane DODIN of France. First serve into the net. Yannick lost. I'm not his fan anymore. I broke up with him, says Manor. Love it. All right, second serve is a double fault from Ons JABEUR. So 1 match point has been thrown to the wayside. Domestic abuse allegations against Wild. Yes, the Brazilian guy. So a lot of talk in the press conferences about that. They're asking him about these allegations rather than the match, and he's kind of answering rather shortly, curt answers. But hey, you do something, you gotta be scrutinized about it if you're a tennis player, unfortunately. And that's a beautiful return off the second serve, cross court by DODIN. JABEUR did get a racket on it, but couldn't control it enough to get it directed back into the court. So 2 match points saved, and it's a third one here for Ons JABEUR. And first serve is a let. Manor, how old are you? Manor, Karatsev lost, so I also broke up with him. There we go. A lot of breakups happening today, folks. And JABEUR with a good serve. Backhand return up the middle. Backhand from JABEUR. Forehand DODIN goes long, and Ons JABEUR takes it 6-2, 6-3. Very standard win. Beautiful smile from DODIN there as she goes up and gives a hug to Ons JABEUR. Of course, Ons JABEUR, her nickname in the tennis world is the Minister of Happiness, which I think is a very, very cool, great nickname to have. So there you go, folks. We have our match done for the day. Let's go through. I'm going to go through. You know what? First, I'm going to hit the JABEUR button because she won. Then we're going to go through a couple of scores in the chat, and then we'll call it a day. So one time for our for our victor for today, Ons JABEUR.
It's her, it's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons JABEUR. We'll be talking about Ons JABEUR.
All right, folks. So today, day 5 action. By the end of today, we will have all third round matchups set on both the men's and the women's side. So there you go, folks. Ons JABEUR. We're going to take a look at some of the comments before we bounce here. Are Game to Love doing any more matches today? Not sure, Sean. I am not sure. I'm just kind of, you know what? Let me look at the schedule here and see what matches are still to come. We've got Grabner Goff on the women's side. We've got Davis Serenko, and we've got Andrescu versus Navarro. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to actually. I have to see what's going on with my mom because I think she has some appointments. I might have to get her too. And then we also have Zverev Molchan is the night match, and there's also Rinderknecht versus Taylor Fritz. So I'm assuming probably we should have one or two of those. Isn't Gal Gadot Israel's finest? You know what? This is this Dodin reminds me of Gal Gadot a little bit, actually, now that you say that. I believe she is from Israel, yes. Bravo on, says Cap. Talking about Ons JABEUR spelt right, says Cedric Lopez. Thank you, Covey. You're very welcome, Max. Always a pleasure to have you and everyone in the chat. You should add Habibi button for her. There you go. Oh, no. You, Dodin, finger snap. I've been waiting to say that for a while. Here we go. All right, folks. So what else do we have coming up on the women's? Let's the winner of the Paulini Danilovic is going to face Ons JABEUR, and right now Danilovic is up a set, and she is up. They're on serve 5-6 in the second set. So Paulini is serving. She's serving to stay in the match. So winner of that is going to face Ons JABEUR, and then we also have Grabner versus Coco Gauff. We have Davis versus Sorenko, and we have Andreescu versus Navarro. All right, folks, so that's going to do it for me today for this match. Thank you all for joining me. Stay tuned to the Game to Love. We will have more matches. I'm not sure if I'm going to do another one today. I'll see if I can, and if I'm able to, I'll message Ben and JG and see if they can throw me on one. But if not, I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. Good day of tennis so far. Some big upsets in France. So hope you guys are enjoying the tournament. My name is Covey, and I will see you all real soon. Peace.